Hey guys, this is Rick. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do a little different video than some of my past, but I really want to explore, can we go on a group ride and still be safe? So let's get into it right after this. Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video, I'm going to take you on a ride and give you some perspective from inside my helmet as myself and some fellow road captains go on a pre-ride. And through this video, I'm going to show you some of the tips that we employ to make sure that our group rides are safe. So stay tuned and let's get into it now. So here we are, guys. We've already done our pre-ride brief, and we are leaving our first starting point for this leg. As you can see here, I am in the brown vest, and I am actually in the sweep position for this ride, which will give us a good perspective on what we do to make these group rides safe. And on this day, we actually had 8 riders, so there's a lead road captain and myself as the sweep. As you can see there, I just signaled we're going to make a right turn. We're pulling up to the next intersection, and we are going to pull into a position of side by side. At this point, I'm looking for every rider to put their foot down, and now I've told the lead road captain through communication that we are ready to leave. And here we are, we've pulled out, and we are now going to go into single file. As you see, I signaled single file there, and you can see the group falling into line. Notice the distance between the bikes on that curve. And now we are going to move into stagger position as we're going to be entering into an intersection area. This will tighten up the group so that we are ready to make a left turn at the upcoming intersection. And you'll see here what I do as the sweep rider as we get close to this intersection. There I signaled a left turn as that signal was passed back. As you can see, I'm moving over to the right as we're entering this intersection. And really what I'm doing here is blocking so that we don't get traffic impeding upon the group. Now we're getting ready to move on to an interstate. Here we are moving. As you can see, I'm looking back, constantly looking to make sure that traffic is not coming up on the group. And you'll see throughout this ride, I hang back a little bit as the sweep rider to make sure that cars don't come up on the group. As you can see, good position there. We're in a stagger position with 2 seconds in between the 2 riders. And here we are coming up to another intersection. Again, we're going to pull up in a position of side by side. I'm letting the lead road captain know that we are ready. We're waiting for the light to turn. And it does, and we pull on out into the intersection. Again, this intersection, I will move to the right to make sure that the lane is blocked on this 2-lane section of the overpass so that someone, again, doesn't impede either from behind, or as you will see, we're coming up on an intersection where there's cars that could be entering our path from the right. So therefore, I am blocking this lane to make sure that the group is safe. As you can see, we just passed the intersection, and this lane will narrow down into from a double lane into a single lane, and you can see I'm moving over to the left here. Now we're going into single file position. As I told the lead road captain, the group was clear that intersection, and he brought us into single file. We're making a right turn coming up here at the intersection. Again, moving into a stagger position as we get ready to make this right turn. I informed the lead road captain that the group is ready, and the light turns green, and we proceed to make our right turn. Again, here I'm telling the lead road captain that the group is clear. and we proceed down the road. Again, you can see the shoulder here is quite narrow. This is a 2-lane, so therefore the lead road captain again signaled a single file. As you can see, I just signaled the single file had been passed back. Here I'm just showing the riding position. We are in single file, again, about 2 seconds in between each bike. As you can see, the gaps are very equal between the bikes. Again, this is a very experienced group that I'm riding with. And we are accustomed to riding together, so this is fairly easy for us to stay in this type of formation. Again, here we're coming up, we're going to make a left turn. We come up into a side-by-side position. I let the lead road captain, the group is ready, and we make our left turn. I now inform the lead road captain that we are clear of that intersection. And he signals to go into single file formation. Now we're going to make a right turn onto a fairly small road. And again, I've told the lead road captain the group is clear. Once I clear the intersection as the sweep, now we have an obstacle coming at us. There you saw it on the left, a tractor, and we signal single file, move over to the right. Here we are coming up again to another intersection, side by side. I let the lead road captain, we are ready to go as a group. And we proceed through the intersection. Once the lead road captain is determined that it's safe for the entire group to get through that intersection. Now I've told the lead road captain we are clear of that intersection. And we come up to another same situation, making a right turn here. I now again inform the lead road captain we have cleared, and we are going to go into single file as he signaled, and it came back to myself. Now we're going to make a right turn coming up, and on this one it was a quick turn, so I actually hung back as the sweep so that another group or a car doesn't sneak up on the entire group. Again, we make the right turn. I let the lead road captain know that we are clear of the intersection, and actually now we have what was our wing rider. He is actually behind me because he did some scout work for us on the previous intersection to make sure that we were clear. So now I'm actually not in the sweep position, but I'm still acting as the sweep. Here you can see a good positioning as we kind of go through some of the twists and turns. As I'm riding in this position, now we have an obstacle to the right, and we are going to move to the left. As you can see, the finger up, and then we swap our hand from the right to the left. There was a truck there. And again, you can see the positioning between the bikes, pretty equal. And again, about 2 seconds in between each bike as we're in single file. And this is obviously a very narrow, twisty road as we're going through. Just some beautiful roads we got to experience this day, and the weather was perfect. As you can see, the trees are still green, starting to get into fall colors here a little bit. But what a great day. Temperatures were perfect, and we were just really out enjoying this pre-ride as we prepared for an upcoming ride. Again, just enjoying some beautiful views. As I ride in this position, again, I'm constantly checking my rearview mirrors to make sure that no one is sneaking up behind us, that we're all clear. And again, some just beautiful curves, and as you can see, the formation, the spacing between the riders is very equal. Again, about 2 seconds. We're probably running about 45 or 50 miles an hour at this point on this stretch of road. It's fairly open, good visibility. Again, some beautiful scenery as we're winding through some of the nice roads in southern St. Charles County. Here we are again coming up to an intersection. We're going to be making a left turn. The group is completely stopped. I let the lead road captain know we are set as a group. All riders' feet are down. And so now we will take off once it is clear to make our left turn as a group. And again, I have one rider behind me who was actually in the wing position, which is the number 2 position after the lead. Now we're going into single file as we have cleared that intersection, and I indicated that to our lead road captain. Here we are tightening up. We're getting to the end of this leg, so we're coming into a small town. So we want to tighten up the group. We are still riding in single file position at this point, and possibly, no, actually we are in stagger position. But we want to tighten up as we're coming into a slower speed zone, and we are getting ready to come into a small town with which we will actually then make a left turn into our first stop for this ride. And this is really where the video will end. And I hope you got some good tips out of this. Some of the signaling, the hand signals we use, some of the things that are going on inside of my helmet as I'm in the sweep position. And hopefully these tips will help you as you put group rides together to have a safe and fun ride and enjoy some of what we have to enjoy as bike riders. So hey guys, that was it. I hope you enjoyed that video of kind of inside my helmet as we did a pre-ride. Again, that was probably 10 minutes of video, which really covered over an hour of riding. You know, just to summarize, we started off with a pre-ride brief where the lead road captain told us what the route was all about and what to expect. We used primarily MSF hand signaling, and you can find that, and I'll maybe put a link in the video here to MSF suggested hand signals, but it's pretty simple. You know, single file is this that we use, and then up over your head. We use actually something a little different than MSF for staggered. We use this as a staggered, and we go up. Right turn, pretty basic. Left turn, out to the left. You didn't see it in the video, but we point out obstacles. You know, if it's on the right, either with our right foot. If it's on the left, either your left hand pointing down or your left foot pointing out towards the obstacle. And then the other aspects of sort of positioning, I think that's critical. In most cases, when we have a 2-lane road with limited shoulder, we typically go single file for the most case. And then if we get to wider roads where there is shoulder, where there's multiple lanes, we'll go in a stagger position. I mean, as you saw in the video, every intersection that we came up to, we came as a group in on a side-by-side position. And again, as I indicated during the ride segment of this video, I would let the lead road captain know that the entire group is ready. And what I mean by ready is all riders have completely stopped. They have at least 1 foot down and are set. And at that point, I would let the lead road captain know through communications, either mesh or CB radio that we use, that the group is ready to proceed. Then at that point, the lead road captain would check the intersection to make sure if we were going straight, making a left or a right turn, that the entire group can go through. We always go through as a group. If you think about it, we break our groups up into no more than 8 to 10 bikes. That is certainly shorter than a tractor trailer. We've talked with multiple police jurisdictions, and they say it is completely legal, fine, at least here in Missouri, that we proceed through intersections as a group. The other things, as you saw, the spacing, we try to keep, when we're in staggered, if you have the first rider and the third rider, 2 seconds. And then if you have the first rider and the second rider, you have 1 second of spacing between. Then when we went to single file, you saw that we had about 2 seconds of spacing in between. Again, this is a very experienced group that I rode with that day. We were all road captains. We were pre-riding. So everyone kept our spacing and our positioning very, very tight. This group, we've ridden many, many miles together. And I, in riding in groups, have ridden probably tens of thousands of miles in groups. And so these are some of the tips and things that we think about to make sure that these group rides are safe. It's planning, it's communication to the group, it's using proper hand signals and passing that back from the lead road captain all the way back to the sweep in a particular group. Not making your group sizes too large that the road captains can't handle them. We do have rides where we have up to 70 bikes, and so we'll have 5, 6, 7 groups, 8 groups that we break into, and we're fortunate we have a road captain crew that we can handle that. Typically, we know how many road captains are going to be there for any ride. We know about how many people are going to show up for our rides, and we plan accordingly and get the group sizes in a manageable situation. And again, all of the road captains that are leading these groups know the route. They know the things that we need to be cautious of. We watch riders and what their experience level is to make sure that we are riding, again, to the least common denominator of that group. And typically that least common denominator is the least experienced rider. And it may not be the least experienced rider who's ridden for years and years and years by themselves, but it may be the first time they ride with a group. So we're cognizant of that and make sure that we make it safe for everyone. So I hope these tips help you out. Please, in the comments, if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. Talk about road captains and how we put rides together. Happy to answer any questions. And I ask that you please subscribe. I'm building this channel. I think that we could have a very good channel, and I have a lot of information I want to share with you. And please like this video. That helps out the algorithm, so this gets viewed and continues to build my channel. Hit that bell icon to get notified when new content comes out. And just let me know what you think of this combination of talking and showing some of our riding. I do plan to do more ride videos as we get going with this channel. Obviously here in Missouri now we're moving into more of the fall and into the winter, so it's going to be tougher. So you may see more videos of me just talking about tips and tricks and installs and those sort of things. But I do plan to do more ride videos, and actually maybe with some video or audio coming through as I'm riding through my helmet. I do have that. I need to get that set up and ready to go. So with that, I want to thank you, and we look forward to seeing you on the next video. Thanks a lot.